I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra, coming to you from Deepak Home Base in New York. My very special guest today is the one and only, famous, legendary Lucy Liu. And she very kindly has agreed to talk to me for about 20 minutes. Lucy, it's great to have you.
I'm so thrilled to be here.
So I want to start first by, going into a part of your life that most people might not know about. So a little curiosity here. Where did you grow up? Where were you born?
I grew up in Jackson Heights, Queens. My parents were both from China. My mother came from Beijing, my father from Shanghai, and they both came over to New York to come to school, and that's how they met.
And so you grew up in New York City?
Yes, I grew up in New York City. I went to public school here. I went to Stuyvesant High School, and then I went to NYU for a year, and then I transferred and then graduated at the University of Michigan.
And then how did you get into film and theater?
It was something that I wanted to do from a very young age, but it was definitely not on the radar for a Chinese immigrant family. They were more concerned with education, so we sort of focused mostly on that. But when I went to college, the last year I was there, I realized that I could do this on my own, and that this was my only time and my only opportunity, it was my only life. So I went ahead and as soon as I graduated, I moved back to New York and started auditioning and going through the papers and basically sending myself out and meeting agents and trying to get out for as many interviews as I could.
What were some of the early things you did?
I did a lot of, I did some background work, I did some commercials, and I also started doing some under 5 things, which is if you have under 5 lines in a show, it's called an under 5 role. And just trying to get as much experience as possible because I had nobody that I knew in my family who was familiar with the business. So I basically made up a resume that was, fake, and then kind of went out there. And I actually had put PBS on as one of my shows that I did because I figured that PBS is sort of alternative. So
right.
And at the same time, there were not very many minorities in the business at the time. And I thought PBS was probably the most diversified racially, that especially if you watch Sesame Street, which I did when I was younger.
What was the first big break?
I think one of my first big breaks was Ally McBeal. That was honestly a big opportunity for me because people got to see me every week on their show, and it was a very popular show before I came on. I started second season, and the show had already been a huge hit the first season, and they were looking to add somebody to the cast. And I went in to audition for that role, but I didn't get it.